Go ahead, Hayden.
Hey, Coach. Good to see you again. Um, with D being 18 points away from 10,000, I want to pose you a little question. If you were to describe to somebody why this milestone is so important for the league, for basketball as a whole, what would you tell them?
If I were to describe this moment to someone, I would just say that the greatest of all time is about to reach an amazing milestone. And it's so important because, as young as our league is, she's just done an incredible job. We are actually being able to witness, greatness right in front of us. And sometimes we take that for granted. We take for granted how good DT is and how she's been these past 19 years. So for us to be able to witness her in this moment is super special. And I hope that everyone that watches really embraces the moment because it's well deserved. She's, been the face of our organization as well as the face of the league for several years. And it's her time to shine and break this record or reach this milestone. We're proud of her.
Awesome. Thank you.
Jesse. Jesse, you there?
Hi, Coach. This has been a trying season for you all, but just how fun has it been and how much has it uplifted the team? That these games like tonight on the way to Diana's 10,000 points continue to happen.
Well, I'm proud of this group. This group has showed resiliency. So you think of everything that we've gone through this season, some things that are unimaginable, and our team has consistently showed up. They've consistently have been upbeat. And when we were supposed to be down, out, and knocked out for the count, we fought back. And I'm just proud of the culture that we have established now, and the players they're sticking together. And I tell them on a daily, like, these basketball is great, the X's and O's are great, and it's fun, but it teaches us life lessons. And that's the biggest thing that I want them to take out of this too, is just to show how resilient you can be in life. And just because things, don't go right, you can continue to fight and look for the good in different things. So games like this, for us to be able to, fight in and come, down to the last second or last couple minutes, it just kind of shows the resiliency of this team, because we weren't even supposed to be in this game, honestly.
And you obviously played against Diana, and there's so many stories about just like her competitiveness and everything. Is there a story that you remember of her being super competitive against, your team or you individually?
Yeah, I've had many battles with Diana. She's, I've we've played against each other since we were in high school. So, AAU basketball at the Nike camps, Adidas camps, and just various camps. But just in the WNBA, just I vividly remember us preparing for her. It wasn't the Phoenix Mercury team, but it was preparing for Diana and how we would stop her. And this is during her prime. So I think that I should get a little bit of credit for contributing to her milestone of 10,000 points, because I probably gave up about 150 over the couple years that we played against each other. But she's ultra competitive, and I'm just proud to be the interim coach for her right now.
Doug?
Coach, good to see you. Along those lines, I mean, was 16-year-old Diana the same as 41-year-old Diana as far as competitiveness goes and that sort of thing?
Yes, 16-year-old Diana was a monster. She was very competitive. She didn't like to lose. She rarely lost, to be honest. And then she was just great. She was ahead of her time. Like, the way that she used to see the game and her basketball IQ, you could just tell. It's almost like that Kobe Mamba mentality that they talked about. Like she showed that when, you know, she was 16 years old, and it was fun to watch then, and to see her, you know, X amount of years later is not surprising, but it's special. Like she's always been a special player, and I think this just kind of caps off, you know, her career. And what's, you know, even scary is that, you know, she's still playing, so there'll be many more points to get as well.
And just to follow up, I mean, the last couple of games she's come back, she's been sort of on a tear offensively again. I mean, is there an extra pep in her step or anything you've seen since she's been back from this injury?
In the Diana way, no. This is how she is. Like you know, she's gonna score when, you know, it's time to score. And us with our roster being that the way that it is, you know, she's had to take the team on her back, and she hasn't failed. And she continues to do it time and time again. So I don't believe that she's thinking much about the record. You guys probably, or the milestone, you guys probably know a little bit more than me from what she said. But you know, she's still committed to this team and to winning games. So that's her mindset, is just you know, to win games, and if she scores a lot of points doing it, then so be it.
We'll end with Michael.
Yeah, Coach, forgive me if you addressed this in the pregame, but do you know yet with BG if she'll be back when you're back home? And then also, could you just talk about how Megan sort of continues to on a really nice run here with the opportunity, the minutes that she's had?
Yeah, well, the safety and you know, well-being, mental health of BG is what we're most concerned with. So, you know, when she feels like she's ready, then we'll welcome her back. As far as Meg, Meg has really stepped into this role. She's embraced the time that and the opportunity that she's been getting. I'm proud of her. I think that she deserves this moment. You know, offensively and defensively, she really gave us a spark tonight, held Aaliyah Boston at 6 points. So she's coming into her own, and as she should. So, you know, just proud of her, and, you know, going forward, we're going to continue to keep working as much as we can.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nikki.
Good.